I've been given the honor and privilege to spend 5 minutes to introduce Bob Clifford, kind of a daunting task. And I also want to give one disclaimer. This will not be a Tom Keefe production. For those who know Tom, it's not going to be quite that exciting. So what I'm going to try to do is tell you a few things that you probably already know about Bob, a few things that hopefully you didn't know that'll be a little bit different. And before I do that, I just want to read to you what the criteria is for this award. The recipient is someone who is devoted, as Leonard did, a substantial part of their life and their practice to ITLA, someone who has done more than is called for, someone who has the standards of Leonard, the work ethics of Leonard, and the commitment to ITLA that Leonard had. That's the context of what I want to share with you. And I want to say that in 1982, as a law student, when I first started working for Bob, I had no idea what I was in for. And by the way, at that time, Leonard was still alive. I did have the pleasure of meeting him. I didn't know him that well, but I certainly remember him and respect him and know why this award is so important to all who receive it. Everybody knows that Bob is a great trial lawyer. That's really obvious. I just want to mention a few of his more prominent accomplishments, more notorious accomplishments. The Nancy Clay 9/11 case, the Rachel Barton case, the York versus Rush case, his work in the World Trade Center 9/11 litigation, and last but not least, the Hale versus State Farm case, which I'm going to return to in a moment. Bob has dedicated his life to affecting and shaping the law for decades, and he's going to continue to do that. He has hired and mentored countless lawyers and law clerks, many of whom are still with him, and some of whom have left on their own and become successful in their own right. Many of you, this is a factoid I think a lot of you don't know. In 1985, when we had the Certificate of Merit becoming part of the medical malpractice litigation, Bob Clifford was in Springfield as one of the chief, if not the only negotiator, to stave off what at that time was going to be a cap on medical malpractice damages. He created the idea of having the Certificate of Merit so we could have dodged the bullet on the cap. And it has worked out very well for us over the years, and that is greatly appreciated. Bob has been extensively involved in education and policy influence. For 25 years, he has sponsored the Clifford Symposium on Tort Law and Social Policy at DePaul University, which is a nationally recognized and very influential function. I forgot to look this up for how many years, but we've been doing a CLO ethics webinar presentation that Bob's been involved in for a number of years. That is probably one of the most widely participated CLA programs in the state of Illinois. Bob has always been all about family. He has a wonderful wife, Joan, who's been married to for over 40 years, 2 beautiful daughters, Tracy and Aaron, who I've known since they were this tall. He has a grandson who's now the light of his life. And Bob has also been family for everyone in the office. Bob has also been one of the most charitable people I've ever met. That's also been a family endeavor. He and Joan have been involved in some of the most significant charitable activities that I know of. Just to mention 2 of them, the Goodman Theater in Chicago, and the other one is the Naples Children's and Education Fund, which benefits children in need in Collier County, Florida. A few things about Bob that you may or may not know. Defense lawyers and insurance companies are afraid of him. Bob doesn't sleep. Bob knows every person that he runs into on the street. And I get asked lately all the time, is Bob still active as he's retired? And the answer is absolutely not. I doubt if it's ever going to happen. Let's talk a little bit about ITLA and the focus of Leonard Ring and the ITLA aspect of this award. Even before Bob was the president of this organization, quite a long time ago in 1990, he was very active in leadership. He's always been active in lobbying in Springfield on behalf of our clients' rights. He's been very active in raising and contributing money to support politicians who support our clients' rights. He's spent countless hours in Springfield, and he has spent countless dollars contributing to the cause. I think he still talks to Jim Collins every day. Jim can tell me if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's true. And he, at one time, had the vanity plate on his car for years. He's now switched it to a number. So I want to tie this all together to Leonard Ring and ITLA. And I think this captures it. I mentioned the Hale versus State Farm case. For those of you, a lot of you know about it, some of you may not know about it. I'm only going to mention a few things in context. But first of all, I could see Leonard Ring having done the same thing Bob did with that case if Leonard Ring was alive today. It was 5 years of litigation investigating and ultimately proving a conspiracy of dark money funding of the campaign of one of our Supreme Court justices. The case ended up settling, but at the time it started, it was risky on the merits and it was risky on the fallout. But it was the right thing to do. And that says more than anything about Bob Clifford and why he deserves this award. Bob has lived up to, if not has set the highest standards of trial lawyers, advocates for the right to trial by jury, an employer, and a husband, father, and grandfather. I'm humbled to be the one to present this prestigious Leonard Ring Lifetime Achievement Award to Bob, even though his achievements are far from over. As one of your partners, Bob, I thank you on behalf of the entire organization and the clients you've touched for who you are. Thank you and congratulations.